Hello you guys, it's Colatius and Latius, and for this video, so oh, come on now. Okay, so unfortunately, it's crazy how things can get changed just by, I don't even know exactly how many people complain. I think it was just a few, but a few is obviously enough over in trying to change. So yeah, unfortunately I have some bad news. The game has suffered its first censorship. At least I think it is the first, because I have not heard of any censoring going on in that game, especially altered art, but it got suffered. So in other words, this is something that everybody should be on the lookout, because we don't exactly know how this is gonna affect the story, how much of the arts of the card is going to get affected for near future, what's going to happen, because it's one of those, you do it once, you'll probably do it again. So I think this player really has issues in their head, bro. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but when you ruin it for all servers, you kind of deserve to get called out. This isn't just one thing, it's like the whole global server. This game has been around, I don't know for how long guys, like 2017 or 2018 at least, on the Chinese server. So why is this important, and how does this affect us? Because this game is in China, just like Love Nikki right here. And why does it affect not just our server but everybody else's server? Because it's the same like Love Nikki. Whatever files get first on the Chinese server, so whoever debuts takes on the Chinese server, and it gets censored there, that means every other server will have to get the original file. Not original, but the censored files, which means every other server will have the censored. Now, my question isn't, this is what I'm confused about, because apparently I also heard that the Vday, Valentine's, this is important, I'm just letting you know, this is kind of important, because honestly, if they change I'll get to that later. So I read that they're supposed to change the 2020 date, the Valentine's also. At least I think they already changed the dates around like that fast. That's what I'm saying. Like guys, anything that comes from China, they're very strict over there. Like very strict. Like if they did not have this censorship, they probably would have had their game shut down. So in other words, it's not Paper Game's fault. Don't chew them out. It's not their fault. Chew out the person that, or people, few that actually complained about it. I think it was like, oh my god, it's like capitalism, Victor, like the police brutality or military. But again, this is China, so everything is very strict there. Like they like to censor everything up the ass. Okay, sorry, but it's the truth. So yes. So don't be surprised that these changes are happening there, because it's the original server. This game did not originate anywhere else except China, bro. So my question is the 2020 cards are not even that steamy. That's why I didn't even give a crap about the other cards. The only one that was very steamy and oh my god, I don't know, I think it's gonna get censored too, perhaps, is Keto when he's holding her leg, because people went that far to complain about the whole Valentine set. So my question is even if that gets censored there, I don't think it's gonna affect any other server that has those cards already. I don't know, I've never been in that situation, because usually before things get censored, what the hell? Usually when things get censored on the Chinese server and they go through it first, in other words, it debuts in their server, we already get that. But this time we have the event, so I don't know how that's gonna work here. I'm a little confused on that, because if they actually change that, the only ones that have a thigh on her is just her. That's it. The only other one that's like steamier is just Victor, but that should not be changed. But the dates and calls and everything, I think, are getting changed. And I guess, or not I guess, but I believe 2 of them got changed already, because they literally took down the right beside feature, and all of that before I guess they obviously put it back online. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is concerning because if they start watering down the cards like that bad and the story that bad, this would definitely make me want to quit the game just for that reason, because I love playing this game. There was no censorship, at least not that I know of. Oh, those are pretty birds. I am pretty sure we would have found out about censorship if it happened like yesterday, like that fast, because whoever posted it, we were able to kind of translate it. Obviously not me, I meant we as in like, all of us, if you know what I mean. So that's very crucial. Now in Love Nikki, it's the same situation. However, I noticed that our server, or I don't know about any other wait, is it the Japanese server or the Chinese? Maybe because Love Nikki has a bigger base than Mr. Love. I noticed that Mr. Love doesn't have really any collabs except the Disney. And not only that, but I noticed no other server really makes debut events. That's something I've always wondered why, because Love Nikki can do that, but Mr. Love doesn't really do that. So in Love Nikki, some suits, the only suits that are censored are suits that got first censored in Chinese server before we got them. So in this case, Prosperous Reign, the panda had a little bit of censor. I totally get it because, they cherish pandas and it was like some chains and blood. Okay, I totally get it. And then the fairy cage, it was too violent, but I still would have liked it here. If y'all had a problem, then just don't play the damn game. It's not really for kids to begin with anyway. Same with Mr. Love, right? So, yes, their server also exclusively has Sweet Spell, Hellish Bloom censored, but not ours because they didn't get those files first. We did. At least Sweet Spell, Hellish Bloom for Japanese server, they're the ones that made it first, so it has no effect for us. That's why they're not censored. But I'm curious, the censorship that will take change for the 2020 Vday cards, will they get changed over here? Because we already have it, the files. I don't think there's a reason to do that, so that was the issue. The person is also a Gavin fan from what I found out. It's like, do y'all really not have a life that you have? I have a theory that, first of all, this person really has issues in their mind. I'm sorry, I don't like to call out people. I'm not a doctor, but they really have serious issues. Especially, I'm pissed off because, again, I spent so much money on this game. This is involving a lot of money, a lot of time and effort. And we're talking about a whole game. This isn't just one small thing. A whole game for every server, man. I'm like, I have the right to be mad and call them out like that. It's like, really? It's a fucking game. Oh my god. It's a game. It's like, what? So my suggestion, so somebody, I was able to find the videos. I didn't view them all, but oh man, did they. Okay, so I don't know. I hope they don't get forced to take down the videos on YouTube, because just because we have them recorded the 2021 Valentine's Day card, that doesn't mean they're safe either. I'm not entirely sure. But since this is China, they're probably going to start begging, or not begging, but asking the company. I don't know, because if that's the case, then the only way you're going to get these uncensored will be through YouTube. They won't be uncensored unless, I don't know how this crap works, but can the Chinese people, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Chinese people that are really pissed off right now, especially high top paying players, man, that are probably very mad. Can they do a rise up? Can they do a boycott and maybe change it back? But I don't know how it's easily done there, because everything is very strict there. Everything is just monitored, purged to death, as in, like, I think I read, like, they did this, I don't know, they purged games, like so many of them. So I totally get why Paper Games had to change it, or else they would have shut down too, probably. And that, you know what that means? Every other server would shut down, because they're the main. You shut the main down, it's gone. That's it. So I am kind of very concerned where this is going to head. Are they going to dumb down the story? Because, it's like the main character's a dumbass on her own sometimes. We don't need any more dumbassery. Sorry, I know. Going hard on her, but I don't care right now. So what actually got changed? The Valentine's Day cards, again, the 2021, the 20 the last few ones, but I haven't seen any edits to those. I believe Lucian and Gavin's date got changed, or was it for this year's Valentine's Day? I don't know. And the $100 Gavin recharge, the one that was sexy as hell, and I'm like, oh, that's gone too. So here's the deal. Yeah, you see, all Valentine's plot need to be altered, temporarily shut down till further notice. It's like, it makes me glad I know United States or the US has their own up their ass issues about shit like this, but this is like on a whole nother level. Like one few complaints and it's like they shut the whole feature down. It's like, okay. Yeah, what happened? What about what can happen in the future, man? So I told you, if you do one thing and you're okay with it, then you're going to start doing other things too. So it's like, they saw that these people that complained got this far. They probably will start complaining about other things. That's not good, bro. That makes me concerned about the future of the story, because it's like whatever complaint they had, it went to the highest level of their government or whatever, and they obviously Paper Games had to respond. So it's like, so what got changed? Do you see this? I don't even need to tell you. It's like her thigh literally got changed. Obviously, this is I have another theory, because how some of the censored suits on the Love Nikki has thighs showing, or uncensored suit like the flower, windflower, snow, moon, that kind. Prosperous rain, but you got the other suit that's like the wind, and it shows her chest literally, like almost like, and you could see her thigh too, and like it's like, I have a theory that they complained on purpose. Maybe because they're sick in the head. I don't know. Maybe they can't differentiate between reality and not. But I think they got salty that they didn't get the cards. I don't know. But a month later, though, don't you find that odd? A month later? It's like, why complain about it a month later first? So, I mean, we literally just found out about it yesterday. So I think the complaint on the Chinese server happened yesterday. In other words, wow. It's just like, I really believe that they got really salty to the point, like, I guess a month later they just complained. And the reason why I bring it up is Prosperous Rain. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the reason why she got censored is because people were salty that she couldn't be affordable at the time. Yes, at the time, because now more elements are more expensive. So what did they do? They complained to the higher ups and it got censored, because all other suits have more suggestive themes. That one needed no change. You see what I mean? So it's like, I really believe that's what happened. Maybe I don't know the full story, or no, I don't want to say the full story, but I have a feeling there's more to it than meets the eye, because this is kind of what that reminds me of. It's like, they know that they could probably get away with it, so maybe they made a complaint so people cannot have it, and like so it's interesting how Lucian, if she didn't have any oh, never mind, she does. Oh, do you see how it's showing her thigh there? But you see what I mean? It's obvious that the other cards have thigh showing, right? But it's obvious this player got really salty, I think. Oh, not only that, but do you see her chest? It got, like, I'm like, bro. Oh, yeah, another thing. These are SP cards. This is important for future. The SP animation also got nerfed, I think, too. In other words, it's not as suggestive, I think. And this, it's like, who the hell is going to wear those pants? Hold on. Hello. Oh, I didn't even notice her shirt was changed. Oh, it's not just her thigh. Oh, shit. I didn't notice that her shirt, like... Yeah, it's obvious something is really fishy about this complaint. Like, come on now. I didn't even notice her shirt was changed, too. I'm like, bro. It's like, who's gonna wear this kind of pants for Valentine's Day? Not me. Unless I wanted to, ruin it. I don't know. And then this one is just like, oh. Now, here's the funny thing. If these cards were actually censored, so if they actually released this version first instead of that, actually looks nice. But guess what, this is Valentine's should be a little more steamy, and this looks more appropriate, so that got changed. And then Victor's I think suffered the worst before the SP. I'll show you that's the worst. But this here, yes, I think that I'm looking looking at both, and it seems it's that her leg got covered up, like, bro. And then the worst of the change would be this here, so it's here somewhere. So yeah, Gavin's got the worst, especially he actually got covered up with a shirt or a jacket, or I don't know, what do you guys call those things, a light jacket thing. And then you have the main character with that. It's like, what the hell is that gonna do? Like, what's wrong with this? But again, this is China. Things are a little... So I'm like, I don't usually comment angry stuff. So this here is the $100 recharge that came with the whole event. And I believe this date also got heavily nerfed. Yes, like very bad, as in like it's unrecognizable. I think they removed some things here and there. I'm pretty sure the animation, I'm like, bro, this is concerning. Do you see why? Because you do one thing, oh, keto, and then you do this other thing, and I'm like, what's going on? Or not what's going on, but like, oh, this is what it was like. Like, if you all think that sexual, like, it needs to be adulterized, like, just get the fuck off. Sorry, not holding back, but fuck you guys. Or not you guys, I know you, my fans, and I know you guys very well, but the people that would really go that far to complain is that sexualized, or again, even that capitalism thing that the poster said, or like polygamy, because she's with 4 guys. I'm like, it's an oh my god, it's not even real. Oh, it's like you ruin shit like that hurts, because not only is it $100, but I hope the people that got these event cards got a good compensation for it, especially Gavin's. Like, they should offer the full $100 refund, not just half of it, but all of it, because why would I want it? It's changed. So the cards that I was anticipating the most for 2021 of next year already is ruined for me. I'm just saying this right now, because now I don't want none of the cards. I know it might be a little out of stretch, but do you see how they changed the cards? Not only just the cards, but the animation, the dates, the calls, the SMLRs, all of that. Not just one thing, but all of it. It's like, why would I want the cards now? It's a waste of my time now. I was so looking forward to them, and now it's like, oh. You know, even if you wanted to give me the Gavin's card for free, it's completely ruined. Like this, like even for free, it's literally ruined. Even if you gave me all these cards for free, they're ruined to me. It's like I can't look at them the same again, especially knowing how they were originally. It's like, why would I spend all of my time and effort and money into heavily censored shit like this, right? Especially when this game has never gotten censored before until now. You know, and that's not good, because people might not realize, if they do this once and they see that they can get away with it, then they can do it again. What about cards that are already on the game? Is anything else going to get censored or complained about? I don't know. I am concerned and worried, honestly. It's like, why? I find it so baffling that they actually covered up Gavin. Like, why? Like, what? Like, what? Like, what? So, yes, this is concerning. Y'all can bring it up to our server's concern, but we can't do anything about it. It's all on the Chinese server. That's the one that determines the edits, the games, everything. So, it's like it's too late, because whenever it's going to come to our server, it's probably going to obviously be censored. Not just our, but everybody's. Like, literally everybody, whoever they are, they're freaking awesome. Are they cosplaying Victor and Lee Sin? I think so. I think so, man. It's like, now I'm waiting to see the censorship for the 2020 Vday cards, like Keto. I'm like, bro. I'm like, oh man. I don't know if this change is going to determine the future of the game, because if it does, it won't surprise me, because they might have to change. I don't know. I hope not. Because it would totally make me want to drop out of the game. Like at least Love Nikki gets some censorship. And our server, the only thing that really got changed is the cat's private parts. They removed those, and Ransa was rude because it's too offensive. We get offensive too easily, don't we, huh? And I think some story plot in chapter 13 where Ransa came, or some of that. But other than that, the Disney doesn't count, because that was Disney. That was forced, or else we would have not been able to have gotten that event. So I don't count that. So besides those little changes, everything, I don't know of any other censorship, which is totally fine. But I hope Mr. Love doesn't suffer like that, because the stories are both dark. Nikki's and Love and Mr. Love. It's not just Nikki herself's story that's like, oh, okay. So it's like, oh. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure the Valentine's has SMARs, right? Don't they? We don't have them because of COVID. So I have a feeling that just in case whatever gets changed, it might not get changed because we already have it on our server. The SMAR might get heavily edited. I don't know. But as you saw it, edited due to someone could play a certain government agency. My God. It's all about saltiness. I really believe it's about saltiness, bro. Like, they were brewing up their saltiness, and they just had to ruin it for everything. Yeah, I know. Send your blood. Ooh. Yeah, are they actually going to take down the images that are on Weeaboo already? And I'm just saying, because if they do, y'all better start saving them just in case. I have them saved already, like all of them, so. What I feel like everyone should say is that with everything going on, to keep... I know. Yeah, you see, Chinese surge. China is very strict about that shit, bro. Like, yeah, you see, it's that problem. Like, we spent money, and all of a sudden, this heavy-ass censorship comes. So it's like, I feel sorry for the Chinese server, but this also concerns us, too. It's not just them. It's gonna definitely concern all of us, too, man. It's like, I don't know. Hold on. Well, whoever wrote this, everything will be fine soon. Hopefully, maybe things will turn out fine and it gets reverted back. I found out about Censorship. There's a mystic message you'll be taking. They're beautiful. It's like, oh no. So that is all I'm going to talk about. There's really nothing else to say. Stay tuned. See you, sisters. Sisters? What about brothers? Men play this game too, don't they? Yeah. I know. Victor punishes me. I will, but again, continuation of the game. But if they start really hampering down on other things already in the game in the future, that would definitely make me want to quit the game. You know, I've invested so much money in it, and to have it hurt like this, I'm like, fuck you. But like I said, I already got the pics on my phone, so I'm good to go on that front. I know. I have a feeling that person doesn't know how an ultimate game really works. Polygamy. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Polygamy, which poly means a lot in Greek. It's a Greek word. I don't know how do y'all say it in American, like polygamy. I don't know. Ala poly means after. It means a lot. So in this case, 4 actually. It means 5, because Sean is a love interest too, so to speak. So yes, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm totally ready for your discussions. I hope we all post about how this will affect other servers too. So it's not just the Chinese players, it's us too. When I meant every other server. That's not good. That's very bad. So yeah, even if you gave me all the cards for free right about now, I would not want them. I'm sorry, but they changed them so bad. It would make me feel bad even getting the event. It's like I was already planning on saving, just going like what I did last year for Halloween, and not spend on anything else unless something else came along that like I'm looking at you, Mr. Victor Pavilion, around December, and it was permanent too, which I had no idea it was. In the house, and save up my resources, because it was, I think, a wish tree event, I believe, this time, the Valentine's Day. It's like this time, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to splurge on the Halloween, and I'm pretty sure we'll get the Christmas stuff that Chinese got last year, even though 2 of them are SSRs and the other ones are just SRs only, which is weird. But it ruined it, because I was going to get at least, I was actually going to think about skipping Lycian's, because I like Gavin's artwork more, which is very rare of me to say that I would skip Lycian just to get Gavin. So I was planning on going just for Victor and then hopefully get Gavin's SP, but now it's like I don't want to spend nothing when it comes to our server, which I'm pretty sure we'll get the censored one. I don't think there's any rule that any other server could get the censored one, but it all has to do with files being brought over and translated, which is why we get the censored ones if it comes from the Chinese server first. So yeah, hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to your responses here, and I am totally not sorry for going off on other things in the video, because it's the truth. That's how I feel. So if it hurts your feelings, oh well, don't care. But I know you guys that have been with me for all these years. I am not talking about you. I'm talking about new people that don't watch my videos, or maybe that just kind of started watching them. Oh well, why should I be sorry? So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. How does this what's the future about this? I have no idea. I really hope it doesn't get that far. I don't know. That's concerning. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.